Hello and welcome to this episode of Sabbath Worship with Ben. Hope you all enjoy it, and as usual, there will be a lesson and a presentation. Hope you all will have a blessed Sabbath. Now I'm going to do the lesson. It's a quick reminder for this week. It's based on what happens right after last week's lesson. So after the disciples, Peter and John, came to the tomb and saw Jesus' body missing, Mary Magdalene actually was still at the tomb. She had gone with the woman originally when they had come to the tomb to put the spices on Jesus' body. Now it was gone, so she was weeping, and the angels appeared to her and asked her why she was crying. She responded that they had taken away her Lord, which was Jesus, and that she didn't know where they had put him. Then she turned around and she saw who she assumed was the gardener was in a beautiful garden that Joseph's tomb was in. And it was really Jesus, but Mary didn't recognize him. So Mary asked him where she could find the body of Jesus and if he knew where they had taken him. Then Jesus called to Mary, and she realized who it was. She um, was relieved, and she was just very happy to see Jesus. So Jesus told her to go to his disciples and to tell them that he was risen, and to repeat the message to come and meet him in coming days to follow, that they should meet him in Galilee. So Mary went back, happy beyond belief, and she told the disciples the message that the other woman had told them, that Jesus was alive and that she had seen him. So later the disciples would see Jesus in Judea, and then later all of them would meet together in Galilee to see Jesus. This is just a quick word of encouragement that Jesus is still alive and that he's promised to come to us just like he promised his disciples that he would come to them. And so can have the assurance that Jesus will come again because he rose from the grave and he was glorified so that now we can all receive eternal life. So this is our great blessing that Jesus has bestowed upon us. Let's remember to be grateful this week. Let's remember that Jesus often chooses, and God often chooses to work through the most insignificant of people. Mary was the prostitute who Jesus cured of the 7 demons, and she was the first one who got to see Jesus alive after his resurrection, which really is a powerful message for the sinner that anyone is important to God and everyone is important to God. There's no exceptions on who is bad enough. All can be accepted if they believe. That's the lesson for this week. Hope you all enjoy it. I'm going to go over Psalm 13 quickly. So it says, "How long wilt thou forget me, O Lord? Forever? How long wilt thou hide thy face from me? How long will I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long will mine enemy be exalted over me? Consider and hear me, O Lord my God. Lighten mine eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Let mine enemies say, I have prevailed against him, and those that trouble me rejoice when I am moved. But I have trusted in thy mercy, my heart shall rejoice in thy salvation. I will sing unto the Lord because he hath dealt bountifully with me. And this psalm is talking all about the suffering one, about someone who is in pain, who feels forgotten by God, and they're wondering if God is hiding their face from them because they have to trust in themselves, they're saying, and that's never a good idea. So he asks God to hear him and to lighten him and to keep him from death so that his enemies won't gloat over him, so that those who trouble him won't rejoice when he is moved. But he says he trusts in God's mercy and rejoices in his salvation, and he sings to God and praises him because of his merciful dealings. So it's saying that on one hand, while he feels abandoned by God sometimes, and like his enemies have surrounded him, he trusts in God to take care of him and to help and to be with him because he's experienced his mercy and salvation in the past. It's a reminder for us to stay faithful in everything, to remain both faithful to God and trusting that he'll deliver us out of the hand and snare of the fowler. So that's it for this week. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope it was a blessing to you.